Ever wondered what your life would be like if you stopped caring about every little thing? Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, check your phone, and find a message that could ruin your day. But instead of stressing, you simply let it go. You breeze through your day, unbothered by the small annoyances. This video is going to show you how to achieve that. By mastering the art of not caring and letting go, you'll find yourself more at peace, more focused, and more in control. In the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, letting go isn't about being indifferent or ignoring your responsibilities. It's about focusing your energy on what truly matters and releasing the rest. Stay with us until the end of this video, and you'll discover 14 powerful Stoic principles that will transform your approach to everyday challenges. Each principle will bring you one step closer to a more serene and balanced life. Ready to start your journey? Let's dive in. The first principle involves focusing on what you can control. Picture this: you are stuck in a traffic jam, late for an important meeting. You sit in your car, watching the minutes tick by, feeling your stress levels skyrocket. Now, let's inject a little humor here. Imagine turning to your car's dashboard, calmly asking it to clear up the traffic. Ridiculous, right? That's because traffic is entirely out of your control. Most of our worries come from trying to control external events. By concentrating on what you can manage, like how you react to the situation, you can stay calm and composed. Another funny example is waiting for your favorite TV show to release new episodes. You might find yourself refreshing the streaming service over and over, wishing they would release the next episode sooner. But again, you have no control over the show's release schedule. What you can control is how you occupy your mind in the meantime. Maybe pick up a new hobby or read a book. By letting go of what you can't control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and can focus on actions that truly matter. This simple shift in mindset brings immense peace and clarity to your daily life. The second principle is understanding the impermanence of all things. Imagine this: you get a brand new phone, shiny, sleek, and filled with all the latest features. For the first few weeks, you treat it like a fragile piece of treasure, but then one day you drop it, it gets scratched, or worse, the screen cracks. At that moment, all your attachment and joy turn into frustration and despair. But here's the thing: the phone, just like everything else in life, is temporary. By embracing the idea that all material things are temporary, we can liberate ourselves from the anxiety of loss. Here's a funny way to think about it. Imagine buying a scoop of your favorite ice cream on a hot day. You know it will melt, but instead of mourning its inevitable demise, you savor each delicious bite while it lasts. Life is a lot like that scoop of ice cream. Everything has an expiration date, from our possessions to our experiences. Another light-hearted example is the flowers in your garden. They bloom beautifully, but eventually they will wilt and fade. Instead of feeling sad about their short lifespan, enjoy their beauty while they last. By accepting the impermanence of all things, we can appreciate the present moment more deeply and let go of the futile desire to hold on forever. This mindset not only reduces suffering but also enriches our daily experiences with gratitude and joy. The third principle is accepting fate, or as the Stoics call it, Amor Fati, which means loving one's fate. Think of this concept as embracing everything that happens in your life, both the good and the bad, as necessary parts of your journey. Imagine you're on a vacation and it starts to rain heavily. Most people would feel frustrated that their plans are ruined, but with Amor Fati, you instead see the rain as an opportunity. Maybe you explore a cozy cafe you wouldn't have noticed otherwise, or enjoy a quiet moment indoors with a good book. Here's a fun story. There was once a man named Tim who planned the perfect beach day. He had his sunscreen, beach ball, and a cooler full of snacks. But as soon as he arrived, a seagull swooped down and stole his sandwich right out of his hand. Instead of getting upset, Tim laughed it off and decided to watch the seagulls more closely. To his surprise, he ended up discovering a love for bird watching that day. By accepting and even loving the unexpected twists of fate, Tim turned what could have been a ruined day into a memorable experience. This principle teaches us to approach life with open arms, welcoming every event as a valuable part of our growth. When we love our fate, we let go of resistance and frustration, making room for joy and personal development. The next time something doesn't go according to plan, try to see it as an adventure waiting to unfold. Embracing Amor Fati can transform your perspective, making you more resilient and adaptable in the face of life's uncertainties. The fourth principle is living in accordance with nature. This core Stoic idea is about aligning your actions and thoughts with the natural order of the world. Imagine a river flowing smoothly over rocks and around bends. The water doesn't resist the path it must take, it simply follows its course. Similarly, living in accordance with nature means understanding and accepting the way life unfolds without pointless resistance. Let's bring this concept into modern-day life with a funny example. Picture yourself trying to organize a family dinner. You meticulously plan every detail from the appetizers to the seating arrangement. But as guests start arriving, chaos ensues. Kids are running around, the dog knocks over a bowl of chips, and Uncle Joe shows up late with an unexpected +1. Instead of pulling your hair out, think like a Stoic. Embrace the natural unpredictability of family gatherings. Realize that despite your best efforts, things won't always go as planned. Instead of striving for a perfect event, enjoy the spontaneity and the laughter that comes with it. Another amusing scenario is your morning commute. You map out the quickest route to avoid traffic, only to find that every shortcut turns into a bottleneck. You could honk your horn and stress about the delay, or you could take a deep breath and look at the scenery around you. Notice the birds on the power lines, the changing colors of the leaves, or even the funny bumper sticker on the car in front of you. By accepting the traffic jam as part of your journey, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, transforming frustration into a moment of mindfulness. By living in accordance with nature, you learn to accept and adapt to life's quirks and challenges. This principle encourages us to go with the flow, finding harmony in the midst of chaos. It teaches us to recognize that not everything is within our control, and the beauty of life often lies in its unpredictability. Embracing this mindset can help you navigate modern life with greater ease, turning potential stressors into opportunities for growth and joy. The fifth principle is voluntary discomfort. Imagine this: you decide to take a cold shower every morning for a week. At first, the idea seems crazy. But here's the catch: by choosing to step into that cold water, you are training your mind to handle discomfort. This concept of voluntary discomfort is all about deliberately exposing yourself to minor hardships to build mental resilience. Think of it like this: imagine you always avoid taking the stairs and only use the elevator. The one time the elevator is out of service, you find yourself huffing and puffing up a single flight of stairs. Now, picture a friend who always takes the stairs. For them, climbing is a breeze. In embracing voluntary discomfort, even in small ways, we condition ourselves to handle real challenges more effectively. Here's a playful challenge for you. Pick one thing that you usually find uncomfortable and try it for a week. It can be something simple like skipping your usual dessert, waking up an hour earlier, or even drinking your coffee black. The goal is not to punish yourself, but to practice enduring mild discomfort so that when life throws bigger challenges your way, you are better equipped to handle them. Think of it as training for a marathon by running a little bit every day, rather than sitting on the couch and hoping you can sprint the whole distance when the time comes. Let's look at another example. Imagine you're used to always having your favorite snacks available. Now try going a day without them. Initially, you'll feel discomfort and cravings. But by the end of the day, you'll realize that you can survive just fine without them. This small act of voluntary discomfort strengthens your self-control and builds your mental toughness. By embracing voluntary discomfort, you train yourself to become more resilient and adaptable. This Stoic principle teaches us that by willingly facing small discomforts, we fortify our minds against more significant adversities. So take on the challenge, face a little discomfort, and watch yourself grow stronger and more capable. The sixth principle is the dichotomy of control. This core Stoic idea emphasizes the importance of differentiating between what we can control and what we cannot. Imagine you are a gardener lovingly tending to your plants. You can control how much water they get, the type of soil you use, and the care you provide. However, you cannot control the weather, rain or shine. You do your best with the elements you can manage. By focusing on what is within your control, you optimize the growth and health of your garden without stressing over unpredictable weather. Let's add a quirky example to illustrate this. Picture this: you are an artist working on a painting for an upcoming gallery. You meticulously choose your colors, plan your composition, and pour your heart into every brushstroke. But just as you are about to finish, your cat decides it wants to be part of your masterpiece and walks right through your wet paint. Instead of losing your cool and trying to control something unpredictable, you can laugh it off and incorporate those paw prints into your artwork, making it a unique piece that tells a story. Another fun scenario is planning a picnic. You can prepare delicious food, find the perfect spot, and check the weather forecast. Yet despite all your efforts, an unexpected gust of wind could come along and scatter napkins everywhere. Rather than getting upset, you can humorously chase the flying napkins with your friends, turning a potential frustration into a memorable and entertaining moment. By understanding the dichotomy of control, you learn to channel your energy into what you can influence and let go of what you cannot. This principle empowers you to act effectively without being bogged down by external factors beyond your reach. Embracing this mindset can bring greater peace and efficiency to your daily life, allowing you to focus on actions that yield meaningful results and letting go of unnecessary worries. The seventh principle is mindfulness and presence. Imagine this: you are out at a fancy dinner, but instead of enjoying your meal and the company at your table, you find yourself constantly checking your phone, thinking about work emails or scrolling through social media. Suddenly, you realize you've missed half the conversation and barely tasted your food. Here's a funny twist. Imagine you're so distracted that you accidentally pick up the salt shaker instead of your drink and take a sip. Clearly, your lack of presence is not only ruining the moment but also providing some unintended comedy. Mindfulness and presence mean being fully engaged with your current activity, savoring each moment without distraction. Now visualize this humorous scenario. You're walking your dog in the park, but your mind is cluttered with thoughts about an upcoming project. Out of nowhere, your dog spots a squirrel and takes off, dragging you along in a comical chase. By the time you catch your breath and secure your dog, you realize you've been completely out of touch with your surroundings, missing the simple joys of the walk. Practicing mindfulness would mean taking a deep breath, noticing the vibrant colors of the leaves, feeling the cool breeze on your face, and truly enjoying the time spent with your furry friend. Let's bring it to another everyday example. Picture you are baking a cake, but you're preoccupied with a TV show playing in the background. You accidentally add salt instead of sugar, resulting in a culinary catastrophe that even your dog refuses to taste. By being present and focusing completely on the task, you not only ensure a delicious cake, but also find joy in the baking process itself. Mindfulness and presence teach us to immerse ourselves in the present moment, letting go of past regrets and future anxieties. This principle encourages us to engage fully with life as it unfolds, appreciating the little things we often overlook. By practicing mindfulness, we can enrich our experiences, improve our focus, and enhance our overall well-being, transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary memories. The eighth principle is self-reflection. Imagine this: it's the end of the day and you decide to take a few minutes to think about what happened. you grab a cup of tea, sit in your favorite chair, and start reflecting on your actions, decisions, and thoughts. Now, let's add a funny personal story to this. Picture this: you're getting ready for bed and realize you forgot to do the dishes. In a moment of self-reflection, you replay the day in your mind, trying to figure out what distracted you. Suddenly, you remember that hilarious video of a cat trying to fit into a too small box, and how you ended up watching cat videos for an hour. It's a humorous reminder of how easily distracted we can be, but also an important insight into how we spend our time. Self-reflection isn't about beating yourself up for mistakes. It's about understanding what you did, why you did it, and how you can improve. Let's take another light-hearted example. Imagine you've been trying to eat healthier, but today you caved and bought a big, greasy burger. During your evening self-reflection, you laugh at how you told yourself, just this once, even though you said the same thing last week. By reflecting on this pattern, you realize you might need to find healthier alternatives that satisfy your cravings. Think about it like this: you're your own detective, solving the mystery of your daily life. You notice the small clues and patterns that shape your behavior. Maybe you find that you're happiest on days when you take a morning walk, or that you're more productive when you start your day with a to-do list. This simple practice of self-reflection helps you understand yourself better, so you can make more intentional choices. Even a silly moment, like realizing you spent 10 minutes looking for your glasses when they were on your head the whole time, can teach you to slow down and be more mindful. By taking a few moments each day for self-reflection, you gain valuable insights into your own habits and behaviors. Incorporating self-reflection into your routine might seem small, but it has a powerful impact. It helps you grow, learn from your experiences, and make better decisions moving forward. So tonight, find a quiet spot, maybe with a cup of tea or coffee, and take a few minutes to reflect on your day. It's a practice that brings clarity, personal growth, and a bit of humor into your life. The ninth principle is the art of acquiescence. This Stoic idea is about accepting what happens without resistance. Imagine you are baking a cake for a friend's birthday. You've prepared all the ingredients, followed the recipe to the letter, and have a stunning vision of the finished cake in your mind. But just as you are about to put the batter in the oven, there's a power outage. Your perfect plan is now in shambles, and you can't help but feel frustrated. Now let's add a humorous twist. Instead of letting anger cloud your day, picture yourself calmly grabbing a flashlight, sitting down at the kitchen table, and jokingly telling your friend over the phone, "Looks like we're having a no-bake party." By accepting the situation without resistance, you turn an annoying mishap into a funny story to share later. This principle teaches us that life will throw unexpected challenges our way, and resisting these events often leads to more stress and unhappiness. The art of acquiescence is about rolling with the punches and finding peace in the midst of chaos. Here's another funny analogy. Imagine you're on a camping trip, and you've meticulously packed everything you need, from marshmallows to a cozy sleeping bag. But when you arrive at the campsite, you realize you've forgotten the tent poles. Instead of letting it ruin your trip, you laugh it off and get creative, maybe using some sturdy branches to prop up your tent. By accepting what happens and making the best of it, you turn a potential disaster into a fun and memorable adventure. Another example is getting caught in a sudden downpour without an umbrella. You could either grumble and let the rain dampen your spirits, or you could embrace the moment, splashing through puddles like a carefree child and enjoying the spontaneous shower. By accepting what happens without resistance, you learn to adapt and thrive even in less than ideal circumstances. The art of acquiescence encourages us to accept life's uncertainties with grace and humor. It's about understanding that while we can't control everything, we can control our response. By letting go of resistance, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences, often finding unexpected joy in the process. This principle not only reduces stress but also enriches our lives with resilience and adaptability, helping us navigate the twists and turns of life with a calm and open heart. The 10th principle is cultivating inner peace. Imagine this: you are in a crowded, noisy environment, maybe a busy cafe or a bustling office. Amidst all the chaos, you find a moment of calm, a brief escape to collect your thoughts and breathe deeply. Cultivating inner peace means finding tranquility within yourself, no matter what is happening around you. One effective strategy is practicing mindfulness meditation. Here's a fun way to get started. Picture yourself as a tree. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and imagine your roots growing deep into the earth, grounding you. Your branches reach out, feeling the breeze and the sunlight. Focus on your breathing, inhaling deeply and slowly, feeling the air move through you like the gentle rustling of leaves. Whenever a thought comes to mind, imagine a leaf drifting down to the ground, acknowledging it without judgment and then letting it go. Now, let's add a playful twist to this exercise. Picture yourself as a tree in a whimsical forest, surrounded by quirky creatures like talking squirrels or singing birds. Each time you inhale, imagine the squirrels bringing you positive energy in the form of acorns. Each exhale releases any stress or negative thoughts, which the singing birds carry away with their melodies. This light-hearted visualization can make the practice of meditation more engaging and enjoyable, helping you to relax and center yourself. Another strategy for cultivating inner peace is creating a daily routine that includes moments of stillness. Imagine starting your day with a few minutes of quiet reflection, perhaps while sipping your morning tea or coffee. Picture this: you're sitting by the window, watching the sunrise, feeling the warmth of the cup in your hands, and letting your thoughts settle like snowflakes drifting down in a snow globe. This simple ritual can set a peaceful tone for the rest of your day. Consider incorporating short breaks throughout your day to practice deep breathing exercises. Imagine yourself as a superhero recharging your powers. Each deep breath you take fills you with calm and focus, ready to tackle whatever comes next. These brief moments of mindfulness can help you maintain your inner peace even in the midst of a hectic schedule. By cultivating inner peace, you build a sanctuary within yourself that you can retreat to at any time. This Stoic principle teaches us that true tranquility comes from within, not from external circumstances. Through mindfulness meditation and simple daily practices, you can nurture a state of inner calm that enhances your overall well-being and helps you navigate life's challenges with grace and serenity. So take a moment each day to center yourself, breathe deeply, and reconnect with your inner peace, turning ordinary moments into profound experiences of calm and clarity. The 11th principle is avoiding emotional reactions. Imagine this: you are in a busy coffee shop waiting for your favorite latte. The line is long and everyone seems to be in a rush. Suddenly, someone cuts in front of you. Your immediate reaction is a rush of frustration and anger. Now, let's add a humorous twist. Instead of letting your emotions take over, picture yourself transforming into a Zen master, complete with a calm smile and a serene aura. You decide to respond with humor instead of anger. You tap the person on the shoulder and with a big smile say, "Excuse me, but I think you just won the lottery for the most impatient person of the day." This unexpected and light-hearted approach diffuses the situation, making everyone, including yourself, laugh. Avoiding emotional reactions involves recognizing that while we can't control other people's actions, we can control how we respond to them. Imagine another scenario: you're driving in heavy traffic and someone cuts you off. Your first instinct might be to honk your horn and shout, but instead, you take a deep breath and imagine the driver as someone in desperate need of a bathroom break. This humorous visualization helps you stay calm and prevents anger from taking over. Let's bring in another funny example. Picture yourself at a family gathering where Uncle Bob is once again telling his infamous long-winded stories. You feel frustration bubbling up as you endure yet another tale about his fishing adventures. Instead of snapping or rolling your eyes, imagine Uncle Bob as a stand-up comedian on stage. Each exaggerated detail becomes part of a hilarious routine, and you find yourself laughing along instead of getting annoyed. By avoiding emotional reactions, you keep a clear and composed mind, allowing you to handle situations more effectively. Here's a quirky exercise to try. Next time you feel anger rising, imagine yourself as a character in a comedy show where every challenge is an opportunity for a punchline. This playful mindset shift can help you stay calm and turn potential frustrations into moments of amusement. This principle teaches us to step back, take a deep breath, and choose our responses wisely. By keeping our emotions in check, we avoid unnecessary stress and maintain our inner peace. So, next time you face a situation that triggers anger or frustration, remember to embrace your inner comedian and respond with a calm and humorous perspective. This approach not only diffuses tension but also brings a light-hearted touch to everyday challenges, making life more enjoyable and manageable. The 12th principle is practicing gratitude. Imagine this: you wake up in the morning feeling a bit grumpy. Maybe you didn't sleep well, or perhaps you're dreading a long day ahead. Now, let's add a light-hearted twist to turn your day around. Picture yourself as the host of a quirky morning show called Gratitude Hour. As you brush your teeth, you excitedly announce the first segment. Good morning, everyone. Today's top story: I'm grateful for my comfy bed that kept me warm all night. This playful mindset can instantly lift your spirits. Practicing gratitude means intentionally focusing on the positive aspects of your life, no matter how small they may seem. Imagine this funny scenario. As you sip your morning coffee, you say out loud, "Today, I'm grateful for this magical bean juice that transforms me from a zombie into a functioning human." By turning gratitude into a light-hearted practice, you make it more enjoyable and impactful. Let's bring in another example. Picture you are stuck in traffic again, but instead of grumbling, you engage in a playful gratitude game. You look around and find 10 things to be thankful for. I'm grateful for the sunny weather, the song playing on the radio, the friendly smile from the driver in the next car, and even the fact that I remembered to bring my favorite snack. This simple exercise shifts your focus from frustration to appreciation, making the wait more bearable and even pleasant. Now, let's make it even more engaging. Imagine you have a gratitude jar at home. Each day, you and your family write down things you're thankful for on colorful slips of paper and drop them into the jar. At the end of the week, you gather around and read them aloud, sharing laughter and fond memories. For instance, you might read, "I'm grateful for the dog not eating my homework this week," or "I'm thankful for the hilarious dance moves Dad showed us in the living room." Another fun gratitude practice is creating a gratitude dance. Picture this: every time you feel grateful, you do a little happy dance, no matter where you are. Maybe you're in the kitchen, grateful for a delicious meal, or at work, thankful for a productive meeting. Your spontaneous gratitude dance not only lifts your mood but also brings a smile to those around you. By practicing gratitude, you train your mind to see the good in every situation, no matter how challenging. This positive outlook transforms your daily experiences, filling your life with joy and contentment. So, take a moment each day to playfully acknowledge the things you're thankful for. Whether through a quirky morning show, a gratitude jar, or a cheerful dance, let gratitude become a delightful part of your routine. This principle not only enhances your mental well-being, but also spreads positivity to those around you, making the world a brighter place, one grateful thought at a time. The 13th principle is embracing simplicity. Imagine this: your home is cluttered with items you don't use, your schedule is packed with commitments, and your mind feels overwhelmed. Now picture yourself as a minimalist superhero, armed with a cape made of recycled fabric and a mission to declutter and simplify. Embracing simplicity means making intentional choices to focus on what truly matters, clearing out the physical, mental, and emotional clutter that weighs you down. Here's a fun minimalist challenge to get you started. The one-box challenge. Grab a box and set a timer for 20 minutes. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to fill the box with items you no longer need or use. Pretend you're on a treasure hunt, but instead of searching for gold, you're hunting for freedom from unnecessary possessions. By the end of the timer, you'll have a box full of things to donate, sell, or recycle, lightening your load and creating more space for what truly matters. Let's add a playful twist to this. Picture yourself as a contestant on a game show called Simplicity Spin. Spin the wheel to land on different minimalist tasks like declutter your closet, simplify your digital life, or unsubscribe from unnecessary emails. Each task helps you streamline an area of your life, making it easier to focus on what brings you joy and fulfillment. Think about another scenario. You're packing for a weekend trip. Instead of cramming your suitcase with every possible outfit, you take on the Capsule Wardrobe Challenge. Choose just a few versatile pieces that you can mix and match. Now, imagine yourself on your trip, effortlessly navigating your day without the hassle of lugging around a heavy suitcase. This simple approach not only saves time and energy, but also allows you to be more present and enjoy your adventure. Here's another fun idea, the Digital Detox Challenge. Take one day a week to unplug from your devices. Imagine yourself as a modern-day monk, embracing the peace and quiet of a technology-free day. Use this time to connect with nature, read a book, or spend quality time with loved ones without the constant distraction of screens. Notice how this simple practice of digital mindfulness brings a sense of calm and clarity to your life. By embracing simplicity, you create space for the things that truly matter, reducing stress and enhancing your overall well-being. This principle teaches us that less is often more, and by letting go of excess, we make room for meaningful experiences and deeper connections. So, take on a minimalist challenge, have fun simplifying your life, and discover the freedom and joy that come with embracing simplicity. Whether it's through decluttering, digital detoxing, or streamlining your wardrobe, simplicity paves the way for a more focused, peaceful, and fulfilling life. The 14th principle is community and connection. Imagine this: you are sitting alone in a park, enjoying the peace and quiet. But the longer you sit, the more you notice families playing, friends laughing, and couples strolling hand in hand. The Stoic view on community is that we are all interconnected and that we thrive when we build strong relationships and contribute to the well-being of others. To highlight this, let's dive into a heartwarming and funny story. Picture this: there was once a man named Sam who had just moved to a new city. He didn't know anyone and often felt lonely. One day, while walking his dog in the local park, he noticed a group of people gathered around a picnic table, playing an intense game of charades. The laughter was contagious and Sam couldn't help but smile. Mustering up some courage, he approached the group, and to his delight, they invited him to join in. Now, here's where it gets funny. Sam, eager to make a good impression, got up to act out superhero. He started with dramatic poses and over-the-top sound effects, but in his excitement, he tripped over his own shoelaces and landed with a belly flop on the grass. Instead of feeling embarrassed, Sam burst into laughter, and soon everyone was laughing along with him. That moment of shared joy and vulnerability broke the ice, and Sam made a group of friends who quickly became his makeshift family in the new city. This story illustrates the Stoic belief that human connection is essential for our happiness and well-being. In another light-hearted example, think about a community garden. You start planting your little patch of vegetables, but soon realize you have no idea what you're doing. Instead of struggling alone, you ask a neighboring gardener for advice. This simple act of reaching out leads to shared tips, stories, and even a friendly competition about who can grow the biggest tomatoes. By engaging with others, you find support, friendship, and a sense of belonging. The Stoics taught that we are social beings and that our personal growth is intertwined with the communities we are part of. Imagine how different Sam's story would be if he hadn't approached that group in the park. He might have missed out on friendships, laughter, and a network of people who would support him in times of need. So, the next time you feel a bit isolated, remember the importance of community and connection. Reach out to a neighbor, join a local club, or simply smile at the people you pass on the street. These small actions can lead to meaningful relationships that enrich your life and the lives of others. Embracing this principle can transform your experience, turning strangers into friends and creating a sense of unity and joy. As the Stoics believed, we are all part of a larger whole, and by nurturing our connections, we nurture ourselves. Now that we have explored the 14 principles of Stoicism, let's see how they interconnect and help you master the art of not caring and letting go. Imagine cooking a delicious and nourishing soup. Each principle is like a different ingredient that adds its unique flavor and benefit to the pot. When combined, they create a harmonious and satisfying dish that nurtures your soul. Think of the first principle, focusing on what you can control, as the broth. It forms the base of your soup, giving it structure and depth. The second principle, understanding the impermanence of all things, is like the seasoning. It enhances the flavor by reminding you to appreciate every moment and not cling to anything too tightly. Now, let's add accepting fate, or Amor Fati, as the vegetables. Just like how veggies provide essential nutrients, embracing whatever life throws your way enriches your experience and helps you grow stronger. Living in accordance with nature, the fourth principle, can be seen as the natural herbs. They blend seamlessly into the soup, reminding you to go with the flow and align your actions with the world around you. Voluntary discomfort is the spice. A little bit of challenge here and there adds excitement and builds resilience, just as a dash of chili can bring warmth and zest to your meal. The dichotomy of control is like the beans or lentils, providing substance and teaching you to focus on what you can influence while letting go of what you cannot. Mindfulness and presence are the aromatic herbs like basil or thyme. They infuse the entire soup with a delightful aroma, encouraging you to be fully present and savor each moment. Self-reflection, the eighth principle, is like a squeeze of lemon juice at the end. It adds a fresh perspective, helping you understand your actions and make better choices. The art of acquiescence is like the simmering process. It allows all the flavors to meld together, teaching you to accept situations without resistance and find peace in the midst of chaos. Cultivating inner peace is the gentle stirring, ensuring that your soup remains balanced and harmonious. Avoiding emotional reactions is like the lid on the pot. It keeps everything contained, preventing any boiling over of unnecessary stress. Practicing gratitude is the act of tasting and appreciating your creation, savoring each spoonful with a thankful heart. Embracing simplicity is like the clear table where you enjoy your meal. It removes the clutter, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Community and connection are the company you share your soup with, turning a solitary meal into a joyous feast with friends and loved ones. When these principles come together, they create a nourishing and fulfilling life like a well-cooked soup. Each ingredient plays its part, enhancing the overall experience and helping you navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. By embracing these Stoic principles, you craft a life that is not only resilient and adaptable, but also filled with peace, joy, and meaningful connections. So go ahead and stir up your own perfect blend of Stoic wisdom, savoring each moment and letting go of unnecessary worries. The 16th section involves practical tips for daily practice. Imagine waking up each day with a clear plan to incorporate Stoic principles into your routine. It does not have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler, the better. Here are 5 easy and fun daily practices to get you started. First, start your day with a Stoic reflection. Imagine yourself sitting up in bed, stretching out your arms and thinking about one Stoic principle to focus on for the day. Write it down on a sticky note and place it on your mirror or fridge. Seeing it throughout the day will remind you to integrate Stoicism into your actions. Second, practice gratitude journaling. Grab a small notebook and pen and write down 3 things you are thankful for every morning. It could be as simple as the sunshine, the smell of coffee, or a kind word from a friend. This simple practice sets a positive tone for your day and trains your mind to focus on the good. Third, embrace voluntary discomfort with a daily challenge. Choose something small like taking a cold shower, skipping your afternoon snack, or walking instead of driving. These minor acts of discomfort build mental resilience, preparing you to handle bigger challenges with grace. Fourth, implement a mindful moment. Choose a specific time of day, maybe during your lunch break or right before bed, to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Imagine each inhale as bringing calm and each exhale as releasing stress. This practice helps keep you centered and present. Fifth, end your day with self-reflection. Before going to bed, take a few minutes to think about your day. Ask yourself what went well, what you could have done differently, and how you applied the Stoic principle you chose in the morning. This reflection helps you learn and grow each day. Here's a light-hearted checklist to make this even more fun. 1. Morning Stoic reflection. Choose your principle of the day and write it on a sticky note. 2. Gratitude journal. List 3 things you're thankful for. 3. Voluntary discomfort. Take on a small daily challenge. 4. Mindful moment. Spend a few minutes focusing on your breath. 5. Evening self-reflection. Review your day and think about what you learned. By incorporating these simple practices into your daily routine, you can seamlessly blend Stoic wisdom into your life. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Enjoy the journey and watch as these small changes transform your approach to life's challenges. In summary, these 14 Stoic principles provide a comprehensive guide to mastering the art of not caring and letting go, helping you lead a more fulfilled and peaceful life. By focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Understanding the impermanence of all things allows you to appreciate the present moment. Accepting fate, or Amor Fati, helps you embrace life's ups and downs with grace. Living in accordance with nature encourages you to go with the flow. Voluntary discomfort builds your mental resilience. The Dichotomy of Control teaches you to channel your energy into what truly matters. Mindfulness and presence enrich your daily experiences. Self-reflection offers valuable insights into your actions and decisions. The art of acquiescence helps you accept life's challenges without resistance. Cultivating inner peace ensures you remain calm amidst chaos. Avoiding emotional reactions keeps your mind clear and composed. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus to the positive aspects of life. Embracing simplicity reduces stress and enhances your well-being. And finally, community and connection remind you of the importance of relationships and contribute to a sense of belonging. By weaving these principles into your daily life, you can navigate challenges with greater ease, find joy in the present moment, and let go of what does not serve you. Remember, it is all about progress, not perfection. So take these insights and start applying them today. Notice how they transform your perspective and bring a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. If you found these principles helpful, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism and personal growth. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's continue this journey towards a more balanced and serene life. Thank you for watching, and remember to let go, focus on what truly matters, and embrace the wisdom of Stoicism every day.